Hey everybody, it's Tracy again. I just figured that since I am much better at speaking out and talking about stuff than writing it down, I would actually start doing some web blogging. I realized that we as Liberty Restoration Project have done a ton of activism work, and it's not been talked about very much because we just haven't had the time to post. We go do it, and then when we're done doing it, everybody's exhausted and we forget about it because we're doing something else like the next weekend. So I wanted to talk about a few things. First of all, my neighborhood had some issues going on back in May. There was some gang violence going on. There was a house about a block away that had huge gunfire erupt on Memorial Day weekend. And my neighborhood's very quiet. I've been here 12 years. Everybody just kind of comes and goes. It's more of like a libertarian-esque society here because everybody's kind of busy and we don't bother each other. We just kind of do as we please. So I decided after the gang stuff started happening that I would talk to the neighbors. So I started going door to door and asking the neighbors how they felt about what was going on. And come to find out, a lot of them were really, really worried about stuff that had been happening. So we put together a neighborhood meeting. Chris cooked out hot dogs. We had everybody bring over lawn chairs and a drink, and all sat around and hung out and discussed issues within the neighborhood. We did get rid of the gang violence situation because we figured out who was renting out the vacant homes, who were the homeowners of those vacant homes, and we put pressure on those landlords to make sure that they didn't rent property out to people that were not the greatest clientele. We just wanted to make sure that those who move in there have respect for the property as well as for their neighbors. So the landlord actually eventually evicted the people that were causing the greatest harm in our neighborhood, which was a yay win. Another issue was an alleyway that is in between two subdivisions. I looked it up, and the Kansas City Historical Land Trust actually owns that land, but everybody in the neighborhood's gotten the runaround with the city government as far as who's in control of taking care of it. So, since everybody's been complaining for a few years and nothing's happened, I said, well, guess what, guys? We have to do something. So, next weekend, well, actually this weekend, September 11th and 12th, we will be back there going through brush, cutting down trees and shrubs and weeds and pulling out trash and everything else, and just trying to go back there and really clean up that alleyway because a lot of the neighbors that their houses back up to that alleyway are elderly, and they've seen riffraff and that kind of stuff happen back there and just don't feel as safe knowing that's going on back there as to if we were to go back there and clean it up. So we're going to go back there and clean it up. And hopefully everybody will have a little bit safer feeling about their neighborhood and stuff. Um, that's what we're doing this weekend, and I'll post another video blog about the stuff that LRP's been doing very soon. Thanks for listening. Bye, guys.